This is another indicator that Tradingview itself picks because it is said to work well. They believe it can work well. And so guys, I told you when you look at this indicator, you will realize these indicators are working on real time. These indicators are not repenting. And as you can see right here, it gives us a very great information. And when I was reading about this indicator, it is actually following what the indicators tries to show us. Okay, so guys, I know you can ask me, what is this? What does it show? Tell us about this. It is a Lux Algo indicator, and I really love it because no Tradingview are coming to understand or rather pick the best of the best indicators. Okay, so guys, it is not just your ordinary indicator, it passes information, and as well, we don't have to read like everything. We just go in to understand the most important features that we should many times follow for us to really execute trades. And as well, guys, as you learn about the indicator, you will realize still you need more knowledge to really be able to execute trades when it comes to this indicator. And so I just want us to work on what we can see right on our chart so that we'll be able to make better and better decisions. Okay, so guys, to other indicator, I just going to click on indicators tab in tradingview.com. You're just going to type range sentiment profile by Lux Algo. You click on it. Once you click on it, it will appear like this right on your chart. So guys, I will emphasize on something called the intrabar in this indicator, and it is under settings. So go directly on settings. You see this use intrabar. You're going to change it to any time frame you want to. If you're using 1 hour, make sure you change to 1 hour. Make sure you change to 5 minutes if you want to use, because if you use the intrabar to 15 minutes time frame, then you go on 5 minutes time frame, it won't work. So make sure intrabar you have set it according to the time frame you are using. I hope that is clear. So I'm using the 15 minutes time frame, and my intrabar as well, I've set it to use it on 15 minutes time frame. You can see over here. Okay, so click on OK. Once you click on OK, it will appear like this right on the chart. It is a very effective indicator, guys. Imagine it is actually inspired from the volume profile, and it aims to indicate the degree of bullish and bearish variation within equidistant price areas inside the most recent price range. So this indicator is kind of showing us exactly what we need to see inside a range. And as you can see on my chart, we have different colors. I know you can ask me, what about these lines? We can see over here the background color and everything. So you're supposed to know the most bullish and bearish price areas are highlighted through lines extending over an entire range. And these lines, they are basically what we can see over here. This is actually the lines we are talking about, and they show us the most bearish or bullish price areas. In this case, the blue one shows us a bullish price areas, and orange one shows us a bearish price areas. So that is basically what we are going to pay attention to, because they show us the most great level that we should look the market from. I'm going to focus on that. And so guys, I know you can ask me, what about the background and the areas here? So I just don't want to talk about these zones over here, because the information, we got the extent of these lines, they get the information from this zone. And so guys, I know you can find a background in orange color and a background in blue color. A blue range background indicates a majority of bullish variations within each area, while an orange background indicates a majority of bearish variations within each area. So basically guys, if you understand these bullish and bearish variations, they can work like showing you the trend of the market. That's how I really understood about this. So guys, having understood all those important features when it comes to trading like this, you're supposed to know also the top line and the bottom line of this indicator works as a support and resistance level, because it is telling us this is a range. And remember, I do tell you, we do have two types of ranges. Number one, a range that is super close to each other, and a range that is far from each other. So a range like this is really tradable, because you can take your trades over here, exit here, take trades again, and it is a very tradable range. Okay, so guys, let's talk about number one, these levels over here. Remember, they show us the most bullish and bearish price areas. So these are very effective levels, and that's why we can use them as our support and resistance level. Keep that in mind. So let's say this indicator has highlighted these zones over here. So what are you supposed to keep in mind? Number one, guys, you're supposed to know in these cases price can buy or rather price can sell. You cannot say like if it is on a very strong bearish price area, it has to sell. No, something like this can happen over here where we have a bullish price area and you expected the market to rise and it broke below. You understand me? That's why I do tell you, have two probabilities. The market can buy or sell. And you know what? All you really need is confirmation. And confirming your trades, you know what? Is waiting to see where these candlesticks are closing at. And I will start with this level over here. This is a very, very effective level because you can see the market really rose to the upside. It broke above, and this was a breakout, but unfortunately price was unable to break above this top line over here. What happened? Price came back with a very great momentum candlestick pattern, the second, the third, and the retest as well. It was unable to break above it, and the market really proceeded to the downside. You targeted these zones. So guys, that's how you can really confirm your trades. You understand me? And so let's say you wanted to take your buy order over here. You saw momentum candlestick pattern, but there was several rejection. And if you can look closely, breakout structure was taking over. And if you draw your trend line, you will come to realize price was unable to break your trend line, and the market really proceeded to the downside, whereby candlestick closed below the blue line. They were unable to close above, and indeed it is a super move to the downside. Okay, so guys, that's how you can use this indicator by Lux Algo. As well guys, I just want us to see what is happening on live market. I told you this top line over here can work as your support level. What happened guys? The market really rose, but there is another formation of your minor resistance level over here. So to confirm a buy, you know what? Price has to close above this level over here, but you should be careful. There is rejection of higher prices over here. You have to see what is going to happen. Okay, so guys, this is an indicator that I found it working well, and it is working perfectly guys. So it is so easy to use this indicator to execute trades. It is so easy to day trade and as well to scalp, because number one, the trend of a market, I told you, it can be shown by the background. And you see right now the background was orange, showing us a bearish variation, and indeed you see the market is to the downtrend. Okay, so guys, that's how you can be able to argue with this indicator. And if you understand, most of the times when I teach indicators, I emphasize on knowing when to confirm trades. Knowing when to confirm your trades is everything you really need, because you'll be able to take your trades right on real time. You'll be able to take trades avoiding bad signals, and you will be able to make money in forex trading. Remember what I told you about intrabar? Kindly don't forget that. It is so easy to forget about it. And so guys, you can remember I had set my intrabar in 15 minutes time frame. I just want you to see when I go on 5 minutes time frame with 15 minutes time frame settings, it won't work. So guys, let's go to 5 minutes time frame so that you can see. So if you can look on this indicator, there is exclamation mark over here showing you that this cannot really work unless you basically change the settings. When you change the settings, let's do this. Go on settings. You know, you guys, sometimes you need to see what exactly is going to happen so that you can believe. You know, when you set on 5 minutes time frame, it is happening.